Hi, friends. Good morning. It is time for another writer's workshop. I'm super excited to get started. Let's start by doing our letter sound song. Don't forget to stand up and be in a spot where you can move and sing along with the letter sounds.
Do your best every day. Tell me what sound letters make. Do your best every day. Tell me what sound letters make. A, that's an A. Alligator, alligator, B, that's a B. Bumblebee, break it down, Mr. B. C, that's a C. Cat, D, that's a D. Dancing dinosaur. E, that's an E. Elephants, that's an F. Flamingo, G, that's a G. Gorilla, H, that's an H. Hopping horse, that's an I. J, that's a J. Jumping jellyfish, K, that's a K. Kick back, kangaroo, L, that's an L. Leaping lion, leap down low, that's an M. Moving, loose, N, that's an N. Numbers all around, O, that's an O. Octopus, C, that's a P. Patting, feet penguin, Q, that's a Q. Quacky quail, get down to R, that's an R. Oh, rockstar, oh, S, that's an S. Sliding squirrel, T, that's a T. Tapping turtle, tapping T, U, that's a U. Under the umbrella with you, V, that's a V. Vulture, get down to W, that's a W. Watch the letter get down, X, that's an X. X-ray, Y, that's a Y. You, yoga too. C, that's a C. Zero, no more letters to go. Yeah. Do your best every day. Tell me what sound letters make. Do your best every day. Tell me what sound letters make. Tell me what sound letters make. Tell me what sound the letters make. The letters make. Tell me what sound the letters make. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time won't you sing with me? A, E, I, O, U. Sometime Y is a vowel too. A, E, I, O, U. Yes, I know my letters too. Hey, watch the letters get down. Watch the letters get down. Hey.
All right, friends. I hope you were able to dance and practice saying our letter sounds. Now we're going to practice our sight words for this week. So I'm going to say a sight word. I want you to use your whiteboard and whiteboard marker to write the sight word. You can pause the video after I say the sight word. So the first one is like, right? Like. The next one is to, like I'm going to the store. To, right? To. And the last one is with, right? With. Great. I hope you were able to spell them correctly. We are going to do another practice for our uppercase and lowercase letters. So we are going to sort our letters into upper and lowercase. So I'm going to use blue today. This first letter is an E. I'm noticing that it's an uppercase E. So I'm going to write it on this side for uppercase E. This next letter is a T. This looks like a lowercase t. So I'm going to put it on this side for lowercase t. I'm going to draw lines because I already use them, and that way I don't get confused. The next letter I know is an H. I'm noticing it's a lowercase h. So I'm going to write it on the lowercase side. The next letter is an E, and that's a lowercase e. So I'm going to write it on the lowercase side. Oh, I'm noticing we wrote a word. That's one of our sight words from last week. We wrote the. The next letter is a T again. This one must be the uppercase T. So I'm going to write it on our uppercase side. The next one is N. That's an uppercase N. So I'm going to write it on our uppercase side. The next one is O. And I see that there's two O's here. This one's bigger. So this is the uppercase O, which means this one is the lowercase o. It's okay if you go out of order. The next one's H. We already did lowercase h, so this must be uppercase H. So I'm going to write our uppercase H on the uppercase side. And this last one is an N. We already have uppercase N, so this must be lowercase n. Great. I hope you were able to sort your letters by uppercase and lowercase too. All right, friends, our learning target for today says, I can write a new small moment story using lowercase letters, an uppercase letter at the beginning of my sentence, and an uppercase letter for the word I. So let's unpack our learning target. Last week we talked about small moment stories, but we're going to review it again. When we write stories, we can think of a watermelon. So a watermelon is a big topic. Like one day it snowed. That's not a small moment. That's a whole topic. A smaller topic is a slice of that watermelon, a slice of that day. I went outside and played in the snow. That's smaller, but it's not quite small enough. A small moment is one of the seeds in that small topic. One of the seeds, like, I made the best snowman when I played in the snow. That is a small moment that we've picked from the big topic of a snowy day. We narrowed it down and got smaller and smaller until we could find a small moment. Last week we reviewed uppercase and lowercase letters, but let's just remember these are our uppercase letters and these are our lowercase letters. And the word I looks just like the letter I, but it means me. In Spanish, I is yo. So if we see it in a sentence, I like my bike. It's talking about me. I'm the person that likes my bike. Or I see the bus. Who sees the bus? Me. And because we're talking about a person, a specific person, I is always uppercase. So we're going to get more into that. So basically what our learning target is saying is I can write another story about something small that happened using the lowercase letters, but remembering that the beginning of a sentence starts with an uppercase and I is always uppercase as a word. So our skill of the day is this uppercase word I. Every time we write the word I, we use the uppercase letter I. This is because the word I represents a specific person. So it's an important word. And because it's so important, we make it uppercase. So let's practice our skill. This sentence says, one day I went to the park and then I went down the slide. I'm noticing there's some mistakes here. Can you find them? You can pause the video here to practice finding the mistakes. So the sentence begins with an uppercase. That's not our mistake. The rest of the letters are lowercase, so that's great. But I am noticing that our I's are lowercase, and our I's should be uppercase. So I'm going to fix our I's like this. There's one, and there's one. Because when I is by itself, even in the middle of the word, it's always uppercase. I hope you were able to spot those mistakes. Okay, friends, now I'm going to write a small moment story. Watch as I use our new skill from today. All right, friends, I'm super excited to get started writing. I am ready because I have my pencil, which has a nice sharp tip. I have my writing journal, and it's time for me to flip to my next clean page. So I'm flipping and looking, and I have all of this writing, and it looks like here is my next clean page. So I am going to start by putting my date at the top of the paper. And we are all in the month of October. So let's figure out what number month October is. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October. So that's the 10th month. So I'm going to put 10. Now you might be writing this on October 8th or October 9th. I'm writing it on October 8th, so I'm going to put an 8. And all of us, the year is 2020. Now I'm going to think about a small moment that I want to write about. Oh, I've been dying to tell you this. This weekend, I did something special with a friend. I'm not sure if you know her. She's a teacher at Mundo Verde, and she's new, just like Miss Allie. Her name is Miss Inez. She teaches English for the cherry trees and the peach trees. I'm going to write Miss Inez. Miss Inez. Inez. You might be wondering why her name is uppercase. That's because we always make names uppercase. This is just a quick sketch of Miss Inez. I could always go back and add details later. Like if I think I'm done, I could always make her picture even better. I want to see if you can guess what Miss Inez and I did this weekend. If you guessed that we went on a picnic and ate cheese and grapes, you're right. That is what we did. I'm going to label these pictures though, because Miss Allie's not a perfect drawer, and I want other people to know what I'm drawing about. So picnic, p, 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 k, 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 picnic. I drew cheese too, so I'm going to write cheese. Ch, ch, ch. Oh, there's our CH blend. Cheese. I know this says chess. If I wanted to say cheese, I need to put a bossy E, because that E is going to make this E say its name. Cheese. We also had grapes. G, g. grape. Wait a minute, this says grap. If I want this A to say A, I need a bossy E. Grapes. Great. Now I'm ready to write my sentence. I'm going to say, Miss Inez and I had a picnic. We ate cheese and grapes. Let's start writing. So I know the start of my sentence is always uppercase. And since the start of my sentence is Miss Inez, I'm just going to write Miss Inez. Now I need my next word. So I'm going to put a finger space. And that's a sight word. Miss Inez and I. I just learned that I is always uppercase because it's important. It describes a person. Miss Inez and I had. Add. I don't have room to write other, so I'm going to go down to the next line. Miss Inez and I had a picnic. I'm just going to copy exactly what I wrote for picnic. And at the end of a sentence, I always put a period. Now I'm ready for my next sentence. I'm going to write, we ate cheese and grapes. We. I know the beginning of my sentence has to be uppercase. We ate. Oh, I see that word as at. If I want it to be ate, I have to put a bossy E. We ate cheese. I think I have room for cheese there. I'm just going to copy it exactly like how I wrote it in my label. We ate cheese. Now I have no more room, so I have to go down. And we already wrote and I know it's a sight word. We ate cheese and grapes. I already wrote grapes. So I'm going to write grapes and make sure I put my period. Friends, I could tell you so much more about the picnic. I could tell you how cold and fresh the grapes were. I could tell you how me and Miss Inez talked and became great friends. I'm never done writing. I'm going to keep adding to my small moment, but now it's your turn to add to your small moment. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed hearing about my small moment story. And now it's your turn to write your small moment. So make sure you have your writing journal and a pencil. And it's your turn. We're going to write a new small moment story using mostly lowercase letters with an uppercase letter at the beginning of our sentence and an uppercase letter every time you use the word I. So just like Miss Allie did, you're going to open your notebook to the next clean page, the next blank page. And you're going to put the date at the top right corner of the page. And then you're going to write your new small moment story using uppercase letters only at the beginning of your sentences and for the word I. Everything else will be in lowercase letters. And your task for today is to take a picture of your small moment story and upload it to Firefly so we can read it. I can't wait to read all of your interesting stories.